Jose Falcons. I'm Shawn McMichael.
And I'm Rivas. We welcome our first episode of Squawk on the Block this year.
Starting off with the fun news segment produced by Clay Bishop.
Here's 5 random questions with Jose Figuero.
Hi, my name is Jose Figuero. I teach Spanish on Nation Forward. My spirit animal is the octopus. My first concert I went to was Lollapalooza '94, which was a ton of different bands, including Rage Against the Machine, Soundgarden, Metallica, you name it. My favorite pizza topping is barbecue chicken. Most famous person I've ever met was Ruud van Nistelrooy, who was a soccer player from Holland.
And then ketchup, mustard, or mayo, what would you prefer?
Only have one choice?
In general, yep, just ketchup, mayo, mustard.
It's gotta be ketchup.
Ketchup?
Yeah.
Makes you think, what do our teachers or administrators do outside of school?
Our assistant principal, Mr. Scorsone, has been playing ice hockey for most of his life. He continues that passion still. Caden Bridges has his story.
We all have our interests outside of school, and the same goes for teachers and admin as well. Mr. Scorsone's passion growing up was playing ice hockey.
It was an amazing experience. My older brother, who's 4 years older, played hockey, so that's how I kind of got into it. Once I started to play travel hockey, there was a lot of weekends that were taken up from going to Canada and different states and all over the place. So that part was really a great experience.
He spent his whole life playing sports, but to him, his favorite part about it was the relationships that he was able to build with his teammates.
I really value all the things I learned about being a good teammate, being a good person, putting others before yourself. It's something that shaped my core values. As I get older, I realize that I learned a lot from playing sports.
Playing a sport like hockey here in the warmer climates of South Carolina is pretty unusual. But here at the Pineville Ice House, Mr. Scorsone was able to find an adult league.
So we play on Sunday nights, late at night, which is sometimes tough for school on Monday morning, but that's a great experience. I play with a great bunch of people and made some good friendships.
He claims to be very blessed to continue his hockey career for as long as he has, and says he'll keep it up until he can't play anymore. For NAFO TV, I'm Caden Bridges.
If you'd rather stay home in your comfy bed with the same level of adrenaline,
Then maybe a fast-paced, upbeat movie about a girl and, well, a superhero is right for you.
Disney has given us a new take on what superheroes are and what they look like.
One of our kid reporter, Miguel Figuero, fills us in.
An all-new movie with a girl in a squawk?
Holy bagumba!
Based on the book Flora and Ulysses about a little girl that is going through some tough times.
I play Flora, and she's a very brave, smart, kind, really great girl. And I think she's definitely going through some, troubles, and she's unsure about a lot of things right now.
Flora's life changes when she rescues a squirrel. And then she finds out that she has superpowers.
I think it's very special because he's not, saving the world or making this, huge, big life and big difference in the world. But he's really just helping Flora's family and bringing them back together and giving Flora hope.
The two go on a series of adventures. And along the way, Flora sees her life in a whole new way.
I think you will definitely look forward to the lessons you'll learn. How you need to hope and how you need to believe. And you can't doubt things, you know?
You can watch Flora's and Ulysses on Disney Plus today. For NAFO Kid TV, I'm Figuero.
That movie brought out the kid in all of us.
Since we're all getting older, many teens are looking for a summer job.
That's right. I got a chance to talk to Ms. Cleffman about our upcoming summer job fair. Fort Mill and Rock Hill School District guidance departments will be hosting a virtual summer job fair on March 4th from 5 to 6:30 p.m.
The event this year is going to be a little bit different because we can't gather, so we're going to have it be an online virtual event.
Because of COVID restrictions this year, the summer job fair will be virtual over Zoom and Google Meet.
We will have 15-minute time slots that students can sign up for. So for each company, you'll have an opportunity to spend 15 minutes, or you can spend 15 minutes with only one company or up to 5 different companies. And we'll have more being added as it gets closer to the event.
Students will be able to gather information about each business, such as salary ranges, hours, what each company is hiring for, age requirements, and much more. For NAFO TV, I'm Rivas.
If you want to sign up for a spot, be sure to look out for the QR codes around the guidance office.
We are all in need of some guidance in our life. In honor of Black History Month, our diversity committee has put together their own interpretation of Amanda Gorman's poem, The Hill We Climb.
Hello, Nation Ford family. Today we would like to introduce you to our Nation Ford High School Voices on Diversity Committee members and share our purpose and vision. We have met as a group a few times already and collectively established our vision and purpose. Over the remainder of this year, we will evaluate and establish opportunities to enhance our family culture and develop a shared responsibility to value diversity and inclusion at Nation Ford. Our goal for this committee is to learn more about acceptance and inclusivity and then share our knowledge and thoughts with all of you. Today, to commemorate Black History Month, we are sharing our first session with you. During that session, we participated in a deep dive discussion using Amanda Gorman's poem, The Hill We Climbed. And today we will share that poem with you. As you hear our voices recite this poem today, reflect and determine how you can enhance and be a part of our family culture as we take care of each other.
When day comes, we must ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade? The loss we carry, a sea we must wade. We brave the belly of the beast. We learn that quiet isn't always peace. And the norms and notions of what just is isn't always justice.
And yet the dawn is ours before we knew it. Somehow we do it. Somehow we've weathered and witnessed a nation that isn't broken, but simply unfinished.
We are the successors of a country in a time where skinny black girls descended from slaves and raised by a single mother can dream of becoming president, only to find herself reciting for one. And yes, we are far from polished, far from pristine.
But that doesn't mean we are striving to form a union that is perfect. We are striving to forge a union with purpose, to compose a country committed to all cultures, colors, characters, and conditions of man. And so we lift our gazes not to what stands between us, but what stands before us.
We close the divide because we know to put our future first, we must first put our differences aside. We lay down our arms so we can reach out our arms to one another. We seek harm to none and harmony for all.
Let the globe, if nothing else, say this is true, that even as we grieved, we grew, that even as we hurt, we hoped, that even as we tired, we tried, that we'll forever be tied together victorious, not because we will never again know defeat, but because we will never again sow division.
Scripture tells us to envision that everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. If we're to live up to our own time, then victory won't lie in the blade, but in all the bridges we've made, that is a promise to glade, the hill we climb if only we dare.
It's because being American is more than a pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we repair it. We've seen a force that would shatter our nation rather than share it. We will destroy our country if it means delaying democracy. And this effort very nearly succeeded. But while democracy can be periodically delayed, it can never be permanently defeated.
In this truth, in this faith we trust, for while we have our eyes on the future, history has its eyes on us. This is the era of just redemption we feared at its inception.
We did not feel prepared to be the heirs of such a terrifying hour, but within it we found the power to author a new chapter, to offer hope and laughter to ourselves. So while once we asked, how could we possibly prevail over catastrophe?
Now we assert, how could catastrophe possibly prevail over us? We will not march back to what was, but move to what shall be, a country that is bruised but whole, benevolent but bold, fierce and free. We will not be turned around or interrupted by intimidation, because we know our inaction and inertia will be the inheritance of the next generation.
Our blunders become their burdens, but one thing is certain, if we merge mercy with might and might with right, then love becomes our legacy and change our children's birthright. So let us leave behind a country better than the one we were left with.
Every breath from my bronze-pounded chest, we will raise this wounded world into a wondrous one. We will rise from the gold-limbed hills of the west. We will rise from the windswept northeast, where our forefathers first realized revolution.
We will rise from the lake-rimmed cities of the Midwestern states. We will rise from the sun-baked south. We will rebuild, reconcile, and recover in every known nook of our nation, in every corner called our country. Our people, diverse and beautiful, will emerge, battered and beautiful.
When day comes, we step out of the shade, aflame and unafraid. The new dawn blooms as we free it. For there's always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it.
Thank you all for watching. For NAFO TV, I'm Shawn McMichael.
And I'm Rivas. We'll see you next time, Falcons.